Hello, my name is Father Lynn McMillan, and welcome to Exploring Catholicism. Today we're going to talk about meal number 5, which is the noon meal at the house of a Pharisee. But remember, in every meal there's an appetizer and a dessert. The appetizer for meal number 5 is the Lord's Prayer, where Jesus teaches his disciples how to pray. And in Luke, the Lord's Prayer is different than the Gospel of Matthew. Matthew is what we say at Mass. Luke has a different Lord's Prayer where it emphasizes the intimacy of the Holy Spirit. And Luke's Lord's Prayer is focused most on you pray and pray and pray because it causes this interior change. Like the more you pray, you're changed on the inside. So you know that's going to be the theme for the next meal. So meal number 5 is at the house of the Pharisee. And it deals with the primacy of interior purity over external shows of action. And the point is, you always want to work on your interior life. Your interior attitude is what gives value and meaning to our external observance. And religion is supposed to change you from the inside. So Jesus tells this story at this point in the gospel about 7 demons. And this is a strange parable that imagine a house being swept clean of a demon. And the demon wanders the arid wasteland until he finds other demons. And 7 other demons come back. So the house is even worse off. Well, what the heck does that mean? It's actually a story about religion. That the house being clean, the house is your soul. And in baptism, your house is swept clean. You're free of demons. But if you practice a religion that's just concerned about exteriority, then 7 demons will come back, and the state of your house, the state of your soul, will be far worse. So you want to be careful that religion is not about external shows, but internal. So in the meal, the Pharisee invites Jesus over, and then all the Pharisee does is observe and judge in his head everything that Jesus is doing. That Jesus is not doing the ritual for purification. But here's the kicker. Nowhere in the Bible does God ever demand these rituals of purification. It's not in the law. It's in a law for priests before they worship. But they're not in the temple worshiping, and nor is the Pharisee a priest. But the Pharisees, they love to invent all these tiny little rules and regulations to show that how superior they are to everybody else. And I got to warn you, I've seen that several times in Catholicism, where people just make up ritualistic rules and little acts of piety to show that they're better than other people. It is not about acts of piety to change us in the inside. It's acts of piety to show how much better we are. And the Pharisee, he's observing Jesus on just something, give me something that I can criticize you for. So Jesus says, oh, you Pharisees, you're so worried about the external, but you ignore the internal. Oh, you Pharisees, is written in the present tense in the Gospel of Luke. So Jesus is not, or this Gospel is not talking about something that happened in the past. It is talking about Pharisees right here in Coeur d'Alene, right now. That there's Pharisees in our community, and the danger is they want to make religion all about external shows and ignore the internal. And so, Jesus goes off on these woes that, no, religion is doing your internal work. We have external practices and observations to change our interior. Our external observations are not to prove to other people how much better we are than other people. And there is this young man who died, who's blessed, Carlo Acutis, who I just love his life, where he develops as this little kid this great love for the Eucharist. And as a teenager, he really becomes this great saint. Just amazed by him. But he gets diagnosed with cancer, and he knew he wasn't going to survive, and he tells his mother that. But he says, "Mother, don't worry. I did not waste my time on earth. I worked to change my interior life." And you'd say, I don't understand why people are worried about going to the beach and making sure their tan is perfect, or why are people always worried about the external show when you could work on your internal life? And I love how he says that he did not waste his time. He worked on his interior, purified himself to become like Christ. And so that always reminds me of meal number 5, that some people, and it's a danger, they want to make religion about external. If you eat at the table of Christ in meal number 5, when you receive the Eucharist, your whole life is about purifying your inside. That sweeps your house clean. So God bless, and we'll talk about meal number 6 next time. If you like today's topic, please consider joining us Tuesday morning in the Great Room following daily Mass. God bless. All right. Okay. Well, there you go. Meal number 6 and 7 next time. I sit on my leg and then it falls asleep. All right, well, I'm going to take